Are we running? Are we running on this? Yes, the clock's going. Yeah, the clock's going. Oh my god. So, I'm here working on these Hat Bavarian artillery gunners. This is the second batch. And I do believe that this second batch is actually worse than the first batch. They're not good at all. There's wretched mold lines everywhere, which I'm doing my best to scrape off. Which is, well, I gotta say, a thankless task. I mean, really, this is just horrid. This is actually a job I hate doing. I mean, really, it's just awful. You do need a really sharp sort of bladed knife for this. And in fact, I'll tell you something. Whilst we're having a bit of a ramble on the bench, so to speak, which is nice because I haven't done anything like this for ages. I haven't talked to you people for ages. So that's nice. But what I was going to say was, I looked at some of these figures and I considered using the flash dragon on some of them, believe it or not, and I have to say he hasn't come out of his cave for ages. But that's sort of tells you, I guess, sort of how bad these figures are. They're not very good figures at all. I mean, there's just each figure, just to get it something like it, there's so much work involved. But it's a job I'm always glad to see the back of, you know what I mean? But you know, it's a job that has to be done. And you can probably tell by me even doing this that my mojo has returned pretty much to what it should be, which is really nice. God, these are awful. So that's nice. So I'm pretty happy, really. I have a bit of a cold, I gotta say that. But I don't know if it's flu or what. Sometimes, you know what? Sometimes I look at I've cut my finger. Sometimes I look at the detail on these and think maybe I should paint 28mm. Because the detail on these is not great. The hands are very sort of blobby, you know. I mean, it is a good tool to have. Pair of nail clippers, always handy to have. Just for clipping off little bits of sort of like, almost like a frayed edge, you know what I mean? So just clip them off. I would have got a lot, how are we doing on time? I would have got a lot further forward with this job, I have to tell you, if somebody didn't keep texting me on Messenger. But There you go. So I've spent the greater part of the afternoon talking to somebody on Messenger who's actually in another part of the world, you know, which is power of the internet, you know what I mean, which is good in its way, and you know, I'm trying to help this person if I can, but there's got to be a certain amount of cooperation, because you gotta want to help yourself. You know what I mean? You gotta want to help yourself. See, there's a message I can see on the screen now. There's a message from this person now. This person tells me they're in the same boat as myself, which is, i.e., transgender. Sorry for my poor voice today, but like I say, I have a cold or the flu or something, which is not good. Yeah, maybe I should paint 28mm figures and be done with these. Yeah, and trouble is with this person, not going into this too much, but because it's really for my other channel. He tells me that he's transgender, but you know, he came out of the blue, this person. Some of these mold lines just will not come off. He just came out of the blue and said, "Can we be friends?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I guess." And I said, "You know, where are you to?" Excuse me. And he said, "Oh, I'm in Morocco. How do I start transgendering?" I said, "Well, you go and see a doctor and you tell him this is who you want to be, this is who you should be. And I sort of want to get this sorted out. And if he's a good doctor, he'll point you in the right direction." No, he said, "I'm in Morocco." He said, "It doesn't work like that." He said, "It's almost to the point here, an illegal act to be transgender." He said, if I'm found out, I could get up to like 6 months in prison. And actually now I've looked into it, he could get up to anything from 6 months to 3 years just for admitting he's transgender. I mean, and we think we live in enlightened times. I mean, really, come on, this is 2019. I said, well, the only thing you can really do is migrate to a more acceptable country. I mean, it's bad enough folks being trapped in the wrong body, I can assure you. But it must be awful to be trapped in the wrong body and the wrong country, who won't help you with it, who won't have nothing to do with it. He said he can't even tell his parents because they'll blow the gaff, and he'll be in fear of his life, which is dreadful. Yeah, we think we live in enlightened times, but here's an interesting thing. Whilst I carry on with this figure, somebody was saying to me, and I think it was Mary Hinge, that name always reminds me of Betty Swallocks. Yeah. And he was saying, I think it was him that was saying that however many videos you put out on your YouTube channel, I have 25 subscribers now, so I'm getting there. But let's get some more subscribers. Let's get that clock ticking over. Now I'm up and running again. But anyway, he was saying no matter how many little videos you put out on your blog, you always get one, maybe two videos that get far more hits than the rest for some reason. And I said, that's a funny thing. I found the same. I have a couple of videos that are way ahead of the rest. I mean, some of my little videos only have a handful of views, and yet there's others that have, you know, coming on for 200 views. So it's an interesting little phenomenon. And now I have a second channel that runs alongside my first channel. My second channel being for the transgender community. I didn't want to put transgendering stuff in with toy soldier stuff, so I opened a second channel, and that's exactly the same. There's one video on there. It's not been going very long, I have to say, but there's one video on there that's gone way ahead of everything else, even though a lot of the videos have the same title. You know, this one video is shot ahead of the rest. It's an interesting phenomenon. I wonder if any of you out there have found the same thing. Certain videos, for whatever reason, will get way more hits. I mean, my transgender videos, a lot of them have the same title, so you could put that title in, male to female transgender, and you could get any one of those videos come up. So how has this one got more hits than, I don't know, it's an odd little phenomenon. It's a very odd little phenomenon. You know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to go to one of these conventions. I've been thinking about it. Because there's one, I think there's one just been, isn't there? Mr. Ketteringham was saying on one of his blogs, there's one just been somewhere up in London. I'm going to have to go to one of these and see what it's like, see if I can meet some of you people there and have a natter to you. It's nice to meet people face to face. Going to London's quite a trip for me from here. As you may or may not know, I'm from the pointy end of the country. I'm right down the pointy bit of the country. I'm in the west, if you like, my dear. That's where I'm to. I'm in the west, my dear. Yeah, so it would be nice. I'd probably have to go to the convention and stay up there, because getting up there and back is I can't do it. I do it when I go and see my consultant. I can do it more or less in a day, but going to the convention and staying in the convention all afternoon, and it's probably be better to stay up there. That's another one. So I'm halfway. Yeah, but it would be nice to have a go at this, I think. So maybe next year, perhaps. Maybe next year we'll have a go at it. There was something else I was going to say. Oh, sugar. Something else I was going to say, but I forget what now. So and this has been going for nearly a quarter hour, and you know what these things are like for uploading. They're slow for uploading, so I'm going to turn it off now. But anyway, we're back and running. Nice to be here again. Nice to make a little ramble. I've not really rambled about much, but we're getting on with these Bavarian artillery gunners, and, excuse me a moment, as you have seen, but I'll show you anyway, I end up from that to that. So that's what you sort of end up with after all the effort. So, but it's just getting all that scab off them things. I think this one's been done, isn't it? Yeah. So I'm going to turn off, as always. Oh dear, get a drink as well, I think. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. Push the button down below and the bell and all that stuff. And we'll see you on the next one.